Good morning. Hopefully everybody got some rest last night due to the full moon. I know I had saw it saying 27th and 28th, Wednesday and Thursday full moon. And I just saw my news channel say, my state, we have the full moon tonight too. So that's 3 days of full moon. After posting yesterday afternoon, I crashed right here. But I don't know what and I'm trying to still think what I did yesterday afternoon versus recently this week, because I had done a jasmine tea, ginger lemon probiotic tea, and a chamomile tea. And I did do one of my what's it called? What is that tea? Detox tea. The wild herb. I can't remember what it's called, and I got it all over my yard. It's a bitter. I don't. You got the full body detox tea and the dandelion, spiced dandelion detox tea. Oh my God. I did that yesterday, and I did one CBD oil capsule yesterday afternoon around 6 o'clock. Didn't do any MJ after yesterday morning. I just, I try and stay away from that unless it's a must, and yesterday was a must. So, I mean, all I did was my 4 herbal teas, no green tea, no matcha tea. And then around 5 or 6 o'clock, I'm saying around closer to 6, I did a CBD oil capsule. Did one of my muscle relaxers, oh boy, my brain just went dumb. Not Zoloft, because that is not a muscle relaxer. A benzo. I can't even think what it's called. It's one of my benzo capsule pills. Like I said, one of my friends are helping me out. I took a half of one, and it's a benzo, but it's also made to help with muscle spasms. So I took a half of one of those, one CBD oil capsule, which is 500 milligrams a capsule. But I did do charcoal 2 hours prior, 2 hours after. I stuck with the charcoal yesterday. But I'm not bunny trailing. That's Jen's. I'm squirrel trailing right now. I passed out here on the couch around 8:30. And I woke up startled because I slept. And I'm like, baby, I think I'm going to go to bed. He's like, well, let's get you in there and get your legs all settled. I said, well, right now my legs are not flaring that bad. I'm just going to go put a pillow, and I sleep. When my legs are like they are, it's like Indian style, like this, but they're foot to foot and then cocked up. And that's the only way it relieves it sometimes. So I went out. I passed out. It took me an hour to go out, so I'd say around 10 o'clock. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to get situated. Took around 10 o'clock to finally go. Even though I fell asleep here, once I had to get up, just the getting up part got me going, hey, okay, you got things to do. Which I did have things to do, and I didn't do any of it. It got my head going, go, 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 and it took me about an hour or so to. But once I did, I went out. And I slept. Now, I don't remember falling asleep, but I know I slept. Now, I did still wake up this morning with my back screaming. My back is screaming. I also woke up this morning and had to put my pressure point with my tape on my right wrist, because I've had a fractured wrist. I always re-injure constantly on top of the tendonitis, and it was hurting so bad this morning, and it was inflamed and red, so I had to get my tape out that, you know, boxers use, and do my pressure point. And if you have hurting wrists, let me explain. I'm going to do it through this one. You put a piece of the boxer tape right here, just to fit right here, okay? And then you take a strip of the tape, and let me see if I get this right. You put it to here. I'm going to have to do it with this one. You take a piece and you put it to here, okay? And you wrap it around to there. Then you take a piece here and you pull it to pressure point it where it wraps around to the center. And then you end up taking another one and putting it here and pressure pointing it to there, where all three can join, but you've got to start from here, where it pressure, you put it right here and around, here and around, and then here and around. So it compounds the fracture, tendonitis, whatever, and then you can take a small other piece and wrap it to just very light, not tight. This part you want tight, but the part that wraps around your wrist, you want it light and, you know, not too tight, so don't cut your circulation off. That seems to have helped, because this morning it was so swollen. I'm going to use this one. When you did this with my wrist, but you can't do it on this one, you could hear it click, snap and dislocate, or you could feel where it was cracking. So I'm like, okay, this is not working. This is hurting because I can't lift still anything with it. I can't twist anything off. Nothing. Target attack at Maryland newspaper. Yes, that is sad. Of the 5 dead, I think it's 5 that was confirmed. Yeah, 5 counts of first-degree murder in Maryland. The newspaper attack man that went there and went shooting people. So prayers out to Maryland at the newspaper from the families who have 5 now lost family members. Sorry, I'm getting off squirrel trails again. But yeah, I got some sleep last night. Excuse me. My lower back is still screaming. In the top of my head, it's not a full fishbowl, but it feels like fluid right up, just up in this area. It's throbby, achy, but not a headache or a migraine. But it's just especially right up in here. It's right up in there. It feels achy, a deep ache, and it feels like fluid flushing back and forth, just right up here in the top area. So I'm still having panic or anxiety attacks. I don't know what's going on with these. I'm hoping they settle down. Today we're not supposed to have no rain at all. It's supposed to be almost 90-something. I'm closing, my husband said to close all the doors, close all the windows, and get the moisture out of the house, because the moisture has really gotten to my lungs from all this rain this week, and I think that's why I'm having anxiety or panic attacks, because of the moisture. And I'm not going to run an AC when it's 61, 62 degrees outside and breezy, as you guys have seen this week. So I've kept the windows and everything open, and it's brought way too much moisture in the house, and it's really gotten into my lungs, and he thinks that's what's causing me to have panic attacks or anxiety attacks, or the crushing feeling. So he's like, shut it all down, put your humidifier, and I've got a dry humidifier. It's a humidifier, but it dries the humidity out. It draws it out of the room or out of the air. So I've got my eucalyptus one sitting here with eucalyptus to help with my breathing, to bring good humidity into the house. And then I've got the one in my back room on to draw the moisture from all the rain out of the house, because it's really affected my lungs. But so far, I'm not knocking on wood. I'm not even going to say I'm going to have a good day, because every time I do, you guys know, by the end of the day, we curse ourselves. I'm just saying. But I'm still dealing with whatever, this top fluid section. And it's achy. And my back is still screaming. I just had a ginger lemon probiotic tea. I've done my charcoal this morning. I've not done my supplements until another hour. It's 2 prior, 2 after. And that's it. My stomach is like a nausea this morning. That's probably because I felt so horrible and so crappy. I did not even eat supper last night. It's like, I looked at my husband when he came home at close to 8 and like, it's called, you serve yourself. You know, that's it. I couldn't do it. I was that bad. So I didn't even feel like getting up and eating. I didn't want to eat. And I may be nauseous because I'm not ate anything. And having just ginger tea and my first set of charcoal may have got me nauseous. So I may need to put something in my stomach, something small, because I really don't like eating breakfast at all. But so far this is my morning. I'm praying it gets better, especially this back. And I'm hoping the machine I got in the back room to draw out the moisture gets it out of here quick. Other than that, I'm going to rub some eucalyptus on my chest because it'll help with me for all my lung issues I've got. So I'm hoping that'll help. And I'm debating not to honestly crawl back in bed. It is 8:07, so I'm probably going to go crawl back into bed. Other than that, I love you guys, and this is part 1 of my morning. Mostly keep doing this as a testimonial for just in case. I came in here after I was listening to trying to do this before the next wave comes in. I was doing this before, I was doing this, I was doing this before. I was listening to my meditation ROF machine. And it passed out. And when it got to the part of helping with the back, because on the ROF machine meditation there's different settings for each issue. And I had done the spinal area meditation, and the Rife does work if you get into it. And I had they actually work. And it got to the part to help with the pain of my spine. And I was laying on an ice pack on my back, and a heating pad on my left knee. I don't know if I'll post this, but this is just gotta go in case, just in case. Because he's too far away. I told you I have spinal strokes. Oh. I had passed out. I know what they feel like. I'm not stupid. I've had them before. And I've been pre-warned. What the... Oh. The symptoms leading up to it, but minor. I have. My head right now is like a bobber. Bobbing through this. I was fine. But I got woke up in the middle of the sleep and rough inflammation, pain. With one.
mine is due to the destruction of my lower back, mostly the tumor that is in growth in my vertebrae and spine, causing infrastructure and issues. Where it causes, which I've already had the issue after the first round, loss of urine or bowels. I'm just trying to calm down in case a third one hits.